Welcome back to the channel. So we've got another job on today that I think is worthy of showing you here on YouTube. First thing I must say is thank you very much. The last video was fantastic. It's gone really well. It's gone a lot better than what I thought. You've all mentioned in the comments about the audio and my lips not moving at the same time as the sound. Now, all I can say about that is in the edit, it looked perfect, and only when I posted it to YouTube did it not look quite right. So I apologise about that, and I will try and fix it in this one. So what have we got on today? Well, it's not this bridge, I can tell you that. This bridge is just on some stands and the trailer's just parked underneath there. But what this is a 5-axle naughty boom manoeuvre trailer. Beautiful trailer. So we've got a 45-ton piece to pick up from Sheffield to go to Ashton-under-Lyne, and it's under Escort today. And I think Jamie from Yorkshire Escort Services is coming along. He's the lad that pretends he don't like to be filmed, but secretly he loves it. He absolutely loves it. Don't you worry about that. Pretty cool this. You don't wind the legs up on this. You lift the neck up, the legs come off the floor, and then you pin them up. Show you. I need 2 hands for this. You need to press this button and lift this knob at the same time. Off them, look. You can pull this pin out, lift them up, repin them. Job's a good one. The first things that we do when we pick these up, I'm not going to go through it all again. I went through it all last time, but we're going to line the steering up. And if you remember, the taps in this locker cupboard here need to be open. And then you can swing your steering left and right, pressurise it, then press your automatic align button. If you ain't got it, mark it up, you know, wherever the mark is on the axle. This trailer is excellent. It's a really good piece of kit. It's what you call a manoeuvre trailer. So it's 5-axled, it's on Pendle axles. We'll go through them later in the video, what they're all about. And it's a triple extender. It's just excellent. It just really is a versatile piece of kit. If you follow me on TikTok, you might have seen me recently move I think it was 25 metre long piece of steel on this with all 3 extensions out. Really good trailer. And if you do get the use of one of these, or you own one, you are a very lucky boy. Let me just tell you that right now, you're lucky. ERF just looking sorry for itself, sat over here. So we're going for a 45-ton piece today. It's like, as far as I'm aware, it's a big round thing, and it's under Escort because I think it's 4.1, 4.2 metres, which isn't massive. But the problem with these kind of loads is there's a lot of weight in a concentrated area, so it's all about spreading the weight out, getting it just right, making sure you've got enough axles down and stuff like that. Right, so got my cup of tea, trailer's on. I've got my movement order. We'll go through these a bit later on. I never went through the movement order in the last video, so we'll go through that and how they work and all that kind of carry on. But I'm going to shut up talking for now and let's get over to Sheffield. Ignore the mess on the bed behind me. I've come tooled up. See, after that last video, it's done really well. I honestly didn't think it'd do what it did. I think it's up to, when I've just checked this morning, 3,200 views, which for somebody who's just starting out on YouTube, pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. For TikTok, you can really get away with a phone and off-the-cuff content. Just fire it out off the cuff. You don't need anything fancy. The editing software is built into it, and it's dead easy to use. And of course, that's what I primarily do. Now, I've been wanting to do YouTube. If you scan back through my videos on this page, you'll see some videos from years ago when I started, when I had a Dodge Ram, and they were terrible. I don't say they're much better now, but they were really bad. And I'm getting, I think through TikTok, I've managed to get better at the whole thing. It's just the editing. I use some software called Video Leap or something like that, and I don't like it. So when I edit this video, I'm going to try and use something a bit more like an editing software for dummies. You know what I mean? Something like a 5-year-old could use. That's what I need, and then that way I'll be able to edit it more better. But if the channel, like I put in a couple of comments, if the channel does grow, it's worth my, nobody's going to go, well, they might do, but nobody's going to go sink 500, 600, 700 pound into equipment for something that's a non-starter, right? It's just ridiculous. Like, I've got the phone, I've got this, I've got that, I've got me tripod, I always forget the name of it, tripod and all that kind of jazz. I've got all that. So I think we'll just see how we go. If the channel picks up, if we start getting more and more viewers and subscribers and all that, then I'll invest. I'll invest in some decent tackle, and then you won't be watching me now on a phone that's jiggling around like this with audio that's out of sync. You know what I'm saying? We'll get there. Rome wasn't built in a day, remember. Go follow me on TikTok and see it on there. I post on TikTok almost daily, just simply because of what we've just talked about it being dead easy to do and simple. Couldn't physically at the moment post daily on YouTube, but you know, for the future, who knows. Hey, what spurred me on to do this YouTube, really? I've had, over my time on TikTok, I've had quite a lot of big TikTokers message me and ask to come out with me in the truck. Believe me or believe me not, right? You're not going to believe, you're going to say, Richard, you're lying. I swear on my children's lives that Trucker Tim contacted me and asked me to come for a ride in the wagon to film for YouTube. And we'll just leave that there. But I thought, well, hang on a minute. Everybody wants to film me out and about, so why don't I just do it myself? All right, they'll do a better job of it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We're here, the bright lights of Sheffield. Here's here, look, the Escort has arrived. Nice and clean and tidy in there. Hey, man himself. Like I said earlier on, he pretends he hates being filmed, but he don't, he loves it.
Don't look in here though.
Look, he's got his embargo map here, look, all professional.
Smells of bacon in here.
Smells of bacon?
Yeah.
Better than smelling of
sex.
Couldn't really get away with filming as they were loading it because there were big bosses and everything knocking about. So I did the rightful thing, the respectful thing, and didn't get the camera out, but it's on. Just digging some chains out and stuff like that. This is it, the big round disc. They're quite difficult to chain stuff like this, obviously because it's round. But we're going to crisscross it that way, and then we're going to get two more that way and that way. Get us flashing beacons out. You should always make sure that you are right with whatever you're doing. But when you're going through Manchester, like we are today, you need to make sure that you're extra right. What I mean by that is we've got his marker boards pulled out, but these light up, they're plugged into the trailer. That's all well and good. Come down to the load here. Jamie has put his bike lights on there and there just to keep him happy. So yeah, like I was saying, I've had to pull out of there because they were wanting me out of the way. But it's just a little extras. Like, if you could just go that little bit further and just do a little bit more, the chances are, if you get pulled, you know, people are going to be more understanding, aren't they? We've gone for an extra chain. So you can see it looks a right mess, but we've got loads of chains on it. They're very difficult to chain down. We've done the best we can with it. Steady ride over to Manchester now. Got to change the board over though. Put on the Cat 2. Okay, so we can't set off till 9:30 because the police embargo, so we've got like 5 minutes. Just let's quickly talk about movement orders. So your movement order you'll get with any abnormal load, or you should do. If you don't take it. They'll look in different forms, different styles and all that, depends what the company is. But we've got Escort, shows you everything about your load. It shows you what category you are, what your axle weight should be, how many axles you should have down, who's involved. So you've got there, I know it's backwards, but there's your route. So our route is various roads and then the M1, M62. Now sometimes you've got to come off junctions and back on junctions, and sort of like if there's a weak bridge you'll come off and back on the motorway, stuff like that. But this will tell you it all. You must have this on you, whether it be in digital or paper form. I prefer it in paper form. Just do hashtag old fashioned, and that's it. Armrest down, and I think we're about to set off. Are you ready to go now?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you, pal.
What is this drink that is bought here? We've just been and got ourselves a bit of fuel. He's got some sort of strange drink, chocolatey thing. I've just got a man's drink, you know, coffee like, and a sandwich. Bit of fuel for the wagon. It's just getting more and more expensive, isn't it? If you're this person here, stop it. Stop it right now. These two have just come around me. I'm taking 2 lanes, obviously, because of the wide load. They've come round, nearly chopped the front of the cab off, and then they're varying the speed between 40 and 50 miles an hour. So I'm doing like 42. So now they're zooming away from me, look, and then in a minute I'm going to have to brake. They're both powerful cars. You know, what are you doing? Right, so we've made it to the industrial estate where we're tipping at. It's pretty tight round here. Done my best on the way here to get a bit of footage. There's not a lot, simply because I've got to do it so it's legal. I've got to keep it legal, and I don't have the equipment just yet to get all, you know, plenty of views and angles and stuff like that. So you've got what you've got. I'm now off the public highway. I'm in this little area here, the yard, so I can do what I want with my phone legally. See, this is what you're dealing with. You've got cars parked at both sides, and obviously, you know, we've got an overhanging load. And then at the bottom there where Jamie stood, there's a tight right bend, so we'll have a look at that as well. It's not that bad, it's doable, but it'll get tight here where that Mondeo is. And that's a Porsche there, so that's no good.
16 plate Mondeo or 24 plate Porsche.
I'll go for 16 plate Mondeo if we can.
Keep coming.
It's a bit tight here. As you can see, a bit tight on the Mondeo. Tight on the Porsche as well. We don't want to hit that, so we'll have to go knock on the door. Just moving his Porsche over now because I didn't fancy hitting that. I've just got my tripod out to film reversing into the building, but there's a problem. Basically, we've arrived, right, and they put this on with slings and protectors over the edge to stop the slings getting damaged. Well, here they don't have any slings, they've only got chains. They were borrowing slings off the customer, then the customer's taking their slings back or something. And they won't use chains because they're frightened of them when they've got it lifted slipping round, which I can understand 100%. So we are now stood still, waiting. It's one of them jobs where you're just waiting for a phone call, waiting for somebody to make a decision. I mean, you get this from time to time, you know, it's the job that we're in. If you don't like sitting around and you don't like getting messed about, don't get into abnormal / heavy haulage. Like, it's not, every day is different. You can do the same load to the same place 3 times, and every single time there'll be something different, you know what I mean? We've just remembered as well that my #1 fan Jamie ain't got one of my stickers. Just give him one. Sticker, I mean.
Fucked it up now.
Yeah. Looks alright that down there, doesn't it? You happy? Just backing it in this doorway now to get lifted off. So the little problem we had regarding the slings and chains and customers and all that, and arguments and carrying on, it's all been sorted now. And basically, like always happens, we have an argument, not we, but they argue between themselves and then just end up doing the job anyway, the way that they argued they wouldn't do it in the first place. So it's getting lifted off with chains now, and then I can get on my way. Look at the size of these chains. That link is almost as big as my hand. So that's it, the job is complete. There we go, see you later, gay boy. Toodaloo. Unfortunately, I've run out of time. I really wanted to show you in this video about these Pendle axles. Tell you what though, before I go, I'll give you a quick insight into how they operate and work. So each one of these is independent, as in, it doesn't have an axle that joins the two together. They're all independent units, which means that one's lifted at the moment. You can lift any one of them you like on either side. If you look underneath, you'll see, unlike normal trailers where the wheels are together, this is the wheel, brake chamber, wheel. These will also turn almost 90 degrees, so they're really good for getting into tight spaces. You lift them up, all you have to do is drop the trailer down. You then pull this pin out, and then there's a valve which you switch over here, which locks it off. Then you lift the trailer back up, and then that's touching the floor. And like I say, you can do that with any of them. You'll notice these ones here touching the floor. Look, no pinning. Valve, opposite way around. But the next time I have this trailer on, I promise you 100%, I'll put a video on about how the axles work, and you can see them in different configurations and stuff like that. So stay tuned, subscribe, comment, like and all that. Click the bell notification, then you'll know when I upload a video and you won't miss out on any of the videos that's coming up. Thank you for watching, and catch you on the next one.